Neil, some good news from Martin Boyle, Australia call-up, well deserved.
Well, it's great recognition for him, and he's been improving and playing very, very well at a high level now for a good 18 months. So he's caught the eye of the Australian manager Graham, and yeah, I'm absolutely delighted for him. It's great recognition for Martin and great recognition again for Hibs.
I know you said you thought you might have a choice maybe with Scotland, but obviously Alex McLeish, he decided maybe just to let him go to Australia rather than picking him in or maybe not playing him. Is that the best kind of for everyone really?
I think it's pretty honest from Alec. I think he had a good chat with Martin and explained the situation, and he is well covered in that position, with the Forrests of this world, Ryan Fraser, he's playing very well at Bournemouth, and his chances may have been limited, and Eck was quite upfront about that, and that's all you can ask really from him. So I think Martin was quite pleased with the phone call that he got, and didn't make up his mind for him, but I think he quite fancied the Australia one anyway.
Just looking ahead to this weekend, the league table was pretty good reading for people from the East Coast, like Hearts, Hibs and Livingston up there. Is that good for Scottish football as well to see that?
It's good for Scottish football. I suppose it is, because it's different. It's good variety in the league and good competition. I'm always wary after 7 games or 8 games of being in. I'm happy, really happy with where we're going, and really happy with the position we find ourselves in. If we're in the same position 20 games in, then I'll be starting to think that we can make some real inroads in the championship. But it's too early. Hearts have had a great start. Livingston have been a revelation, and we are going about our business, quietly, and very, very pleased with what I'm seeing.
You also travel about doing media work in England, Ireland. The people, outside of Scotland, are they kind of interested in what's happening? It's a bit refreshing to see different names up there.
I think so, yeah. I don't think we need to concern ourselves with other people's opinions. For a long time, well, since the year dot, people have tried to deride the Scottish game. I've been saying for a while that it's improving. The product on the pitch and is more competitive and it's exciting. And we've just seen that there's a new TV deal on the table, which can only be good for the game, and obviously putting the brand out, if you want to call it that, further afield, which is great. So there is an upside. There's no question that there's more competition in the league, and there's no question that the quality of footballer is good, but the quality of manager is very good.
I said with it being early, do you look at the game on Saturday as a chance to cut the gap to 2 points and apply pressure up the top? That's
the only way you can look at it, and let the other results take care of themselves. Hamilton are, for me, Martin, pound for pound, does an unbelievable job. And they've been in the Premier League now a lot longer than us, so they're a team that I respect, and a difficult team to beat. So we have to be at our best. We're on a decent run, not getting carried away with it. We put some good results together, we've kept a few clean sheets, but that can all go tomorrow. Hamilton came here and gave us a bloody nose the 3rd game into the season. That was a real good lesson for us, so I'm hoping that's not going to be the case tomorrow. I'm hoping we can maintain this run that we're on and close the gap at the top. That's all we can do.
You say, how much of a shock was that last season when they came Easter Road and won for you and for the players?
Not a shock. We'd started the season well. We just seemed to, for some reason, fatigue in the second half, and Hamilton smelt it like a good, hardened Premier League team do, and they beat us well. So, we'd come off the back of a great win at Ibrox, and maybe there's a little bit of euphoria around that. But like I said, that's all part of the learning process of being in the first season. And we improved a hell of a lot after that. So we've had a kick in the teeth at Livingston. Not that we deserved it, but we didn't play well. So, that happens sometimes. And they would bounce back brilliantly. So I don't want to have to go through what I went through the last international break and sort of ruminating over 2 weeks for the next game. So I want us to be on the front foot tomorrow and try and get a real positive performance and result.
Is there a lot that the players then learn from the Livingston game or took from that game that they can maybe take into this one?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Well, it'll be different personnel, obviously. You know, the squad is stronger now than it was 3 or 4 weeks ago. We've got good strength and depth, and we've got players on form who are really starting to hit the straps, which is very good. And if you look at it, you know, it's no disgrace to lose to Livingston at the minute because of, well, particularly with them at home, because they're on a good run themselves.
And in terms of Hamilton, the fact that Hibs are at home, are these the sorts of games Hibs, maybe no matter how the game unfolds, are these the games that Hibs need to start winning and create a winning mentality to keep this run going and potentially challenge Hamilton?
I thought we already had that. You know, we finished 4th last year, and we're unbeaten at home since December, so we've turned Easter Road into a difficult place to come for teams. I get the gist of the question though. People will look at it as, you know, Hibs, can they play against the big boys, play really well? Can they, you know, take care of Hamilton, who maybe not be perceived as a flamboyant team, but they're a team I respect, and the manager I respect. So we've given this plenty of thought and preparation, and now it's down to the players. They may have to create the atmosphere tomorrow rather than the fans, so it's important that we make sure we play at our tempo and take the game to them whenever we can. But Hamilton are one of them teams that can, out of nowhere, get a result, and we shouldn't be surprised by it anymore. You know, they can go on a bad run and all of a sudden, bang, win 2 or 3, and that's why they've been in the Premier League for so long now. So it's a team that we respect, and but our focus obviously is to make sure we're 2 points behind Hearts going into the week Sunday.
Got some players that you'll know as well. Obviously James Keatons and Scott Martin coming back as well. Is that, you know, guys who are good players here but maybe just couldn't get regular football, they'll be determined to show them their worth as well, won't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Keatsy did great for me in the Championship, and then it was his decision to go to Dundee United. Scott Martin, very unfortunate, I think. I think he'll have a good career, Scott. I don't know what level he got yet, but great appetite for the game, great enthusiasm. It would have been selfish of me to keep him around, sitting in the stand and being in the squad and not making the 18 week in, week out. I think at his age he needed to go and play, so it was a decision that we decided to come to. He was brilliant here, you know, in terms of being around the place, and I'm sure he will want to go out and show everyone what a good player he is, but he doesn't need to from my point of view. But I think at that stage of his career he needed to go out and play on a regular basis.
What's the team news for Saturday?
Well, Paul's still struggling with the dead leg, but apart from that, you know, we've got a good complement of players to pick from. There's no, you know, Boiler trained today, so he should be okay, and the rest is as you were, really.
Is there any more idea how long Jamie McLaren will get for?
No, we're hoping. Obviously, we've got the international break coming up, and we'll get him maybe on the training ground in a couple of weeks. So it's not long term, but it's just one that you have to be worried. Oh, Thomas Ayapong is he's struggling with just a tight hamstring at the minute as well. So he's a doubt. Jamie, you know, we're hoping we'll have him for the Celtic game on the 20th. Fingers crossed.